Find the exact value of cosine 532 degrees and cosine 202 degrees plus sine 532 and sine 202. So the numbers that are appearing large, but it's not complicated. Let us see. Now we know that cosine A times cosine B plus sine A times sine B is equal to cosine A minus B. Let me write down that formula. Cosine A times cosine B plus sine A times sine B is equal to cosine A minus B. I'm writing this formula. I have it here. Right, it's this. Cosine A cosine B plus sine A sine B is equal to cosine A minus B. Alright, so now this 532, let me write the whole thing again. Or let me just bring it down here. Alright. So now this 532 is like your A, right? 532 degrees is A, 202 is B. So cosine A, cosine B plus sine A, that is 532, and sine B. And that must be equal to what? Cosine A minus B. What is your A? That is 532 degrees minus your B is 202. Did you see that? It is just cosine A cosine B plus sine A sine B is equal to cosine A minus B. We did not do anything extra, just substituted the values for A and B. This A is replaced by 532 and B is replaced by 202 degrees. Now, what is the difference between those two? 532 minus 202 is cosine 330, right? 330 degrees. Let me verify. 532 minus 202 gives you 330, right? Now, what is the value of cosine 330 degrees? By referring to your unit circle, 330, and cosine is that x coordinate. Cosine 330 is square root of 3 over 2, right? So I'll write down my answer as square root of 3 divided 2. That's all. This is the answer to this whole thing, square root of 3 over 2. But only thing is, I need to know what is the formula that I have to use. Similarly, in this case, this is like sine A cosine B plus cosine A sine B. Now, what is that sine A? Sine A cosine B plus cosine A sine B is equal to, you know that it is the sum formula, sine A plus B, right? Sine A plus B. Now your A is 43 and B is 47. So 43 plus 47 is 90 and sine 90 is equal to 1. That's all. Now what if you have an expression like this? Sine 5V cosine negative 2V. It is negative 2V minus cosine 5V sine negative 2v. How do you do this problem? Let us see. It is also like sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B, right? So what is the formula? Sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. We know that it is equal to sine A minus B. That is sine A minus B is equal to this whole thing, sine A cosine B minus cosine A sine B. That's how we learned. So now this A, instead of A, what do you have there? 5v. So our 5v is A and negative 2v is a B. Again, cosine 5v means this is your A, that is your B. A and B the same thing. Make sure that, see, A is equal to 5v and B is equal to negative 2v. Now go to the formula. So this whole thing becomes what? Sine A minus B. That is sine, my A is 5v minus, what is your B? B is negative 2v, right? Okay. So further simplification, sine 5v minus negative v. So negative of negative changes to positive. 5v's added to 2v's will give us 7v. So my answer is sine 7v, right? Now what about this? I'll make use of tangent formula here. Tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A tan B. It is like this, tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A times tan B. And you know that this is equal, I'll write on this side, same thing like it is. What? Tan A minus B. And you know that this is the A and that is a B. That gives you tan, in denominator also is up, I'll write A and that is B. So my answer to that is going to be tan A minus B. Your A is negative 3v minus, what is your B here? You know your A is negative 3v. Wow. And B is negative 5v. So tan A minus B means tan negative 3 minus negative 5v. Simplify to get tan negative 3v, negative of negative plus 5v, to give the end result as tan negative 3v plus 5v is 2v, right? That's your answer. Okay, thank you.